Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about anti-quiet luxury. Quiet luxury is over. What does that mean? Okay, so as I mentioned, Deandros kindly tagged me in this video. I believe she created this tag. And it's basically talking about the bags in our collections that are anti-quiet luxury. Quiet luxury was, or maybe still is, a trend that was pretty much about the if you know, you know aesthetic. I can never say that word, aesthetic. And about, you know, just being a little bit more under the radar, behind the scenes. And I don't do it intentionally, but I navigate in between those. So I have my, you know, loud monogram pieces. I even have some Coach down there that's pretty loud, and some dooney. And then I have very, very understated pieces. For the most part, my collection, it's just whatever I like, and I'm just gonna grab and wear whatever I like. So I kind of balance. If I have a Loud logo, I'm wearing I'm wearing all black, or all one color, nothing else, no no jewelry. That is my statement piece, and that is the purpose of having a Loud a logo showing. And then there's times where I could give to what's happening. That's when I pull out like the Alma here. I just don't care. It's my beater bag. I'm out and about doing whatever. It's just the bag I grab. I have a Noe in a similar function where it's got so much water damage and water marks that it's just an everyday bag. So it's not about the style, it's about function, plain and simple. But to the point, that movement of having understated or minimal type of luxury. I'll grab the bag I'm currently carrying right now. So I decided to delve kind of back into my classic collection of items, things I've had for many, many, many years, the Coach items. And I decided to go back into this Coach burrow satchel. I hadn't carried it in probably 5 years at least, but I was trading out of a Cassie 19 that I recently purchased, and just wanted to kind of stick in the same type of genre for a little while and try some things out from my past, so to speak. And coming across this tag, had all my collection boxed up, bagged up, what have you, out there. So I'm digging through, trying to find the things that made sense. And I do have some Loud pieces. And like I said, there's a purpose behind when I carry them, when I don't carry them. And then I have pieces that kind of bridge the gap between the two. So let's talk about my loudest piece. So my loudest piece is a relatively recent acquisition. I want to say it was early last year that I picked up Claudia. So Claudia is in your face, heavy hardware, early, 2010, 2013, that kind of era where everything was just excess and loud and extravagant, right? So Claudia is a statement piece. So Claudia is like, I'm wearing a dark color today, I'm not wearing any jewelry. This is the focal point. I would still wear this even though it's not a trendy bag per se for today's standards. I would wear it because I'm like, look at my bag, kind of thing. And it's not that I'm like, look at my bag because it's Louis Vuitton. It's like, look at my pretty bag. My pretty bag is so colorful, and look at all the shiny, brighty, it's pretty. I don't think of it as look at my logo, look at my money. It's look at my pretty bag. When I bought my Dooney and Bourke multicolor down there, it was the same thing. It was, it's pretty, I like it, and that's the purpose behind it. Now, you know, when you want to have Logomania and crazy, what I would typically gravitate toward then is your, you know, regular monogram. So I've got the bucket bag, I've got the Alma, I've got a Noe down there in that print. That is, again, logo heavy. If you are all about the brand and know it, then I have the majority of my collection is in Ebene. So I have a Neverfell, I've got the Trevi here, I've got a Sienna. What else do I have? A few other things. Anyway, so most of my collection is in Ebene. I've got a couple of Azure pieces, very recognizable monogram prints in the canvas of that brand. When I go into other brands, not so much. The interesting thing for me, or where I find like the happy medium, is I have monogram pieces that aren't necessarily loud monogram pieces. And here's one that is still loud, but not overly, and I wish I had stuffed her so you could see her a little bit better. So this is literally logo all over it. And the way it's designed, it's supposed to be subtle. Now, granted, this is metallic, so you know, it still shines, but it was meant to be a little bit more under the radar. It's kind of that hobo-y Fendi Spy bag shape, which I'm very fond of. But again, it's that kind of subtle logomania that is really nice. So that is one iteration of the happy medium. The next one would basically be when I gravitate towards my personal favorite Louis Vuitton pattern and style of bag is the Empreinte. I just found an SLG I've been looking for months in this bag. So that's what you get for going through your collection. I've been hunting for that forever. Now I know where it is. Okay, so in this bag here, comes with a little pouch, so you can kind of see the detail a little closer up. So that's the Empreinte leather. This is the Citadine, several years old, from LV. It is just a regular tote with a lock closure. Let me close that so it kind of a little easier to see. So this right here, logoed, very prominent, but you know, smooth leather here, smooth leather straps. It's a little more subdued in the grand scheme of things. So this is the happy medium. Similarly, with my YSL bags, I've got a couple of items. I've got a walk. This is the very prominent logo, but there's nothing else. So if I have it like flipped around this way when I'm carrying it, you can't see it. I have a clutch in the same Cassandra and kind of chevron print, or quilting, I guess is the word. If I have it pointed one way, it's just a clutch. If it's pointed out, you can see the logo. You'd have to know where to look to find the logo. So it's the happy mediums there when it comes to being pronounced. So, and then there's the complete other end of the spectrum. And let me see, I've got one up here that I can grab, is what would be quiet luxury in my opinion, an epi piece. Now, the only place you're going to see any branding on epi is one little tiny LV right there. And most bags will have it somewhere in one little corner. And you have to hunt for it. So if you know this striation of leather, you will know it's an epi piece. You know that it's a Louis Vuitton piece. But for the most part, you don't know what this means, basically, to carry a piece like this. So it's a quite a big contrast to go from, you know, I will wear these types of items to work when I'm out, maybe somewhere where I don't want to be as targeted, let's just say. not necessarily when I'm out shopping. It's maybe just around town, again, to work, to a business function, convention, a place I'm not aware of, how the environment is. But for the most part, if I'm going to go shopping downtown to where there's lots of high-end boutiques, I'm going to go probably with an en-prompt piece or something with like the Cassandra, or just something that still shows that I'm on the in crowd, so to speak, but not necessarily extravagantly flaunting a monogram piece or what someone might call basic pieces. I don't believe in the basic concept. It's just a recognizable iteration of a product. So that's kind of like my take on the anti-quiet luxury phenomenon. I don't really think that one follows a trend per se. I mean, maybe that's if you choose to do that, but I just gravitate towards what fits for the occasion. So I have a bunch of bags that have, you know, some iteration along the lines of quiet luxury or monogram, Logomania. Something fits every audience, every occasion, and that's pretty much what I leave it at, basically. Does it fit the situation I'm going to be in? And if so, does it work for the outfit? Does it work for any myriad of reasons that I need to use the product or item? And ultimately, that's all that really matters. So it's not about, you know, flaunting or trying to be elusive, exclusive, what have you, with the items that you have. But if, you know, your aesthetic is quiet luxury and, you know, minimalism and minimal logos, there's a brand for you. If you're all about loud, bright logos, Gucci, LV, what have you, there's a place for that as well. So there's something for everyone. It's just like, what do you feel you're most comfortable in, and what are you going to like? So while I didn't buy into the trends per se, I still understand the reasoning behind them and why they might be enticing to some. And maybe, like fashion is cyclical, that you don't want to have logos this year. You want to be minimalist this year and be more showy the next. So it just depends on, you know, how things go and how you feel that day. And you should be free to do that whenever you want to. So I realize this is really all over the place and really chatty, but I just wanted to have a few minutes to talk about that phenomenon. So I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those things. Check out my other videos about random topics. I talk about like fragrance, skincare, makeup, all that kind of stuff. And I hope to see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.